Welcome to Bee's Beauty Supply Store, the home of Bea Aroma scent. My name is Bea, here in Horizon World. When I first came into the Oculus, I came into Vidyuu first, and I was there for a while, and I met some friends, met some people there, and everybody was talking about Horizon World. I had already downloaded Horizon World because when I came, I went through all the free apps and I downloaded all the free apps. So I knew I had already had it. So I was like, I have that app, so, let me go on over here and check it out and see what it's all about. So when I came here, I just came, just exploring, wanting to see what it was all about. And it didn't come to me at first to build my store. It did not. I've always been drawn to, I have talks here. So I've always been drawn to having conversations with women. On Facebook, I had a group called The Powerful Prayers of a Wife. And I wanted to bring something like that here. And I was looking for a space to do that in. So I started world hopping and looking at different worlds. And I met Leo, the architect, and he had built this enormous place. And he was like, you could take, one of the spaces here in my building and have your talks there. But as I kept going around, I'm like, I think I want to build my own world. And then when I thought about it, I said, I'm gonna build me a store, because I already doing a business here in real life. I'm doing a hair product at that time, so I'm like, I'm gonna build a beauty supply store. So I created the beauty supply store, and not realizing they both coincided, the beauty supply store and the talks. But who comes to a beauty supply store other than women? Men do too, but more women come to the beauty supply store. So I said, okay, now I get both of them together. And it's funny because one of my customers was here, and she said to me, because I was, giving them information and educating them on hair care and things of that nature, and she said, you should do salon talks. And I'm like, you know what? That's right. And I built these chairs here. I built 4 chairs. So we would come in, I built these chairs right here, and we would come in. It was really tight right here in the middle of the store. It was really tight. Well, as far as our space here, it started off with 4 chairs. 4 chairs. The space started to get bigger because more people wanted to come and talk. More people wanted to come and sit. 4 chairs is not enough. That's when we expanded the building and we made more chairs. I went from 4 chairs to 6 chairs. And then it was getting more and more people were coming and wanting to sit and talk. I said, you know what? This is going to be something. So I opened up the room and I expanded the seating to 8 to 16 people. When 16 people for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, every Saturday was packed. You couldn't get in here because it was so over capacity. And I said, okay, we on to something. I upped my capacity to 22 people, and we're still trying to get in. Still on those Saturdays, it's still up to capacity. It's like the more people I add, the more people come. So that's how I know I'm in the right direction and doing what is asked of me. I've heard people say, oh, this is free therapy, because we're able to come and sit and talk with one another and get a little bit more understanding of one another and connect with one another, because we don't know who we sitting next to in here. We don't know who we're talking to in here. And we all have something to bring to the table. And every Saturday for the past month, we've had a packed house. It's invite only for the ladies. They come 8 o'clock every Saturday from 8 to 8:30. It's a closed session, invite only. And then at 8:30, we open the doors for the men. I want to also bring in the men so that we as women who have questions for the men can also get our questions answered. Instead of us going to our girlfriends and asking questions, we can go directly to a man and ask him some questions that we want to know. And it's been really, really good. For the past month, we've met here in this store every Saturday. Now we're up to 22 people. And then as far as the business, I come in, I work my business every day like a real business. I'm here from 10 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And Wednesday and Thursday from 3 to 4. I'm off on Saturdays except for Saturday evenings. I come in at Saturday night at 8 o'clock for our ladies' conversations. And on Sunday, I'm here from 3 to 4 p.m. all Eastern time here in Horizon World. Bea Aroma scent. Let's talk a little bit about Bea Aroma scent. Bea Aroma scent is a nut ingredient free hair and beard product. Bea Aroma scent came about because 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with alopecia. To find out just last year that it's not alopecia, that it was coconut oil, nut ingredient products that caused me to have those reactions that reminded of alopecia. And it may have been caused, it could have been all alopecia, but caused by using products that included included a nut ingredient product. So I started making products for myself and using them on my hair. And I saw a difference in my hair after I started using the product. And I saw a change in my scalp. My scalp wasn't burning. It wasn't itching. I wasn't getting the bumps anymore. My hair wasn't falling out, and my hair was actually growing. So, I'm always talking to people, and especially talking to women. I'm telling other women about the process that I've gone through for the past 10 plus years. And I'm hearing my mother is allergic, my sister's allergic, my cousin's allergic, all these other people that are allergic to coconut oil or just nuts, period. So I'm like, you know what? There's a need for my product. So I made my product so that the world could see it. I wanted my products to be for everybody. It's not just for African Americans or Caucasian people. My products are for everybody because of the ingredients. And I'm teaching my customers that when you see products on the shelf and it's targeted to a certain culture, that's a marketing gimmick. There's no such thing as a product that is just culture based. What you're looking for is ingredients that you want to put into your hair and also into your body. You want healthy ingredients for your hair and for your body. And when I came here to Horizon and I built this space and built my store, I built a website. And I put my website on the wall, my social media platforms, and my email for a form of contact, so that when people came in, they were able to purchase from my website and also be able to contact me on all platforms and also my email address. I've done a lot of extensive research. Not only what I do, when I create product, I'm the first partaker of it. I try the product out first so that you can bring your outside business into the inside. Well, right now, I'm still basic. I'm still learning how to use the controllers, but I have a lot of good creators around me, and I learn from them. Even with scripting, I've learned from a lot of those creators. Even though I built this place, I designed it, but I had a lot of help. I had a lot of good people around me. Thank God that he connected me with good people here in Horizon World that helped me do a lot of the scripting, do some of the building, and put my dream in color. No, I don't have a physical brick and mortar. I make my products and sell my products from my home. Well, even when customers come in here and they're so wowed at the fact that I'm running a business here in Horizon, I encourage everyone, if you have a business on the outside, to come in here and build you a business and start your business here in the VR, because Horizon World is the perfect place to start, because in here you can build whatever you want. But I always stress, always have a business on the outside so that you can bring your outside business into the inside. Building my brand and being available for my customers. That's it. Making sure that I have enough product for my customers to be able to be taken care of with. And basically Horizon does the work, the rest of it. They made it accessible for me to be able to come here and build a brick and mortar without the financial responsibility. Well, my friends is a little skeptic. My husband is a little skeptic because this is not his era. So he's very skeptic about this. And a lot of people are very skeptic because they don't realize, even though it's in a cartoon base, these are still breathing, living, bleeding people behind these avatars. They have attitudes, they have minds, they have a life, and you're interacting with real people, even though it's in a cartoon setting. So, you really have to get in depth with people about what it's really about. Because I had a friend of mine thought this was a hobby, and I had to tell her, like, no, ma'am, this is not a hobby. I'm really in here running a real business, making real money. My wow moment was when I first decided to build Bea's Beauty Supply Store. Bea's Beauty Supply Store was just 1, 2, 3 walls, and I published it not because I didn't understand publishing and not publishing, and I had published it just those 3 walls, and the conglomerate of people that came and supported and were in awe, and they were so happy to see something being built like this and were ready to see the finished product. When everything was put together, and those same people that came when it was just 3 walls, they came back and was like, wow, look how far you've come. When they came in, I would tell them, this is just the seed of what's to come. And when they came back to see what had grown from the seed of those 3 walls, they were very, very surprised. And it made me feel so good because for 2 years, I was running my business on social media where your family, your friends, your co-workers, everybody is on social media. Everybody's on Facebook that you know. And nobody supported me to come into Horizon World with a world full of strangers, and the love and the respect that I received here in Horizon was amazing. I have truly made the best relationships here in Horizon. I have better relationships in here than I have in the real world. That's how I've built my community. That's how I've built my connection with me and a lot of people here. Because at first, I thought it was just me in this building and that's all it was. And when I ventured out and started talking to people, oh, I heard of you. Hi, you the lady with the hair products. I'm like, who are you? I've never seen you before, but because I've built such good connections and communications with other people, they have gone out into the metaverse, into other places, and spoken of my name to other people, which is a beautiful thing. And that's another thing about Horizon is that marketing for a business is very important. And in here, it's pretty much word of mouth. My name is over in alt space. My name is over in multiverse. And that is so amazing because in real life, that would cost me thousands of dollars to market. So building a business here, and it cut your marketing budget in half. It's cutting your brick and mortar finances in half. That is amazing. I would say I'm going to take our discussions to another world so that we'll have one room dedicated just to our conversations, because it's hard for me to have conversations here. And when new people come in that want to know about the product or the business, it's hard for me to have to leave here and have to talk to the new customers that are coming in. So I want a space just dedicated for our conversations. My plans for long term is to master the hair care business and then travel into the skincare business, because of the fact that people who have allergic reactions or nut ingredient reactions, it's hard for us to find product on the market. I had to learn the hard way of not being able to purchase market product. And during my research, I find that our beauty products, our hair products, all of those are created with ingredients that are derived from or made with a nut ingredient. So I want to build an entire line, hair care and beauty care, for those who not only have allergic reactions, but also want a clean product, want a more organic or natural product that is not full of chemicals or preservatives or things that most of us are allergic to. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by at Bea's Beauty Supply Store, the home of Bea Aroma scent. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned some things about the product, and I hope to see you stop by www.beaaromascent.com and make a purchase. Good night.